Okay, so the next topic is tampons and pads. Tampons versus pads. It's really up to you. I mean, I would say yes to both. I will have to say that as you're going through this, you might want to just be aware that time kind of passes quickly. So I highly recommend, especially if you're like in school or under 18, like I really recommend pads for now. I know that it's horrible, we hate it, and if you can't, you can't. It's fine, it's gonna be fine, but I'm just gonna say, like, you start to lose track of time, and you don't want to leave it in too long because that's dangerous with the, what is it, toxic shock syndrome. Like, you don't want anything like that, and I think that you just have to be really, really careful with leaving that in and just the nastiness. So again, it's up to you, really what you feel most comfortable with, but I do recommend that you like steer towards pads if you can, just for now, and then after we get back on schedule and we get everything working, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I might as well just put the other yeses on the end of this one, except for then I hesitate to, I don't know what I want to name them, but I mean, Jewish people, hell to the yeah, and that's what we're doing. I love Jewish people and a dreidel. I don't know what they're for, but I want one. And I don't know, like, I feel like it's important to just hold on to your traditions that you, I mean, it's important that, I mean, I feel like it builds families. So I don't really care what your traditions are. Just keep doing them and enjoy yourself and pass them on to your children. And let's keep doing that. This has nothing to do with any of that. So just like I mentioned earlier, like I'm curious, I want to learn about it, and it has nothing to do with anything except for everybody feeling great. So after we defeat the devil and we're done with that, like, things will go back, and it's fine. Carry on your traditions, please. I feel like that's a separate issue, and it's whatever you want to do that. Contraception, yeah, duh. Like, that's what we're learning these things. I mean, we came up with all this research and we did all this stuff. Like, yes, of course. This is what, think ahead. I don't know. Be smart about it. The same thing. Same message that you've always heard my whole life. Yes, be smart. Be smart. We don't want to get, I don't know. Just use it. Hunting, yes. I mean, that's what their animals are there for. I know this might upset some people, but, like, I feel like that's what it's there for. As long as, I think it's important that we try to use as much of the animal as possible. Of course, that's very important. If we find I know that we already have uses for, a good hunter would always use every piece and make sure that it's, clean and quick and painless if possible. And then you just use every bit of it as much as you can, because that makes their life worth something. And so I think that it's a respect that you have to have for animals, and to recognize that, yes, that is what they're there for, but as long as we're using it for good and we're using as much of the animal as possible, I believe that that's the right thing to do. And I think as long as we have people that have a need, for example, I think that it's fine to do it as a sport, for like entertainment purposes. I mean, how else are you going to get better if you can't practice? And as long as, again, we have plenty of people that aren't comfortable with it that could use that. I mean, it's the same thing we've always been doing. So yes to that also. And that just leaves one topic left, so that's fantastic news. I love you guys. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. Yep.